is going on, my YouTube friends? Guys, coming over here today. Gonna put the battery tender on the 21 Mach 1. I'm gonna unhook the battery for the 70 Mach 1. And the reason why I'm putting the battery tender on this and not on that, because all the electronics in this. So we're gonna put a battery tender on there because we're gonna get them ready for storage for the winter. The charcoal I haven't got yet, but I will be putting charcoal up underneath the cars because I use charcoal to collect the dampness. Tongue twister. But anyhow, so let's get this thing. We'll go ahead and get the hood opened up on this, and then we'll start getting her installed. So as you can see, I opened up the garage door so I can see in here better and stuff. And as you can see, the windows or anything is starting to fog up because that's how much dampness is in the air in Michigan. I mean, as soon as I open that door up, the windows are all fogged up on this one and in the Mach 1. And I normally keep the windows down a little bit so that way, you know, they don't start sweating on the inside or anything like that. So, and this one right here, I keep the window down. The 21, I'm not going to keep the windows down so much because we don't know varmints getting in there, because a lot of the stuff that's in these cars, the wiring harnesses and stuff like that, I was told that it was made out of soybeans or something like that. The harnesses, not the wiring is itself, but the harnesses that hold the wiring. So varmints like that. So is what I do is I put dryer sheets in here because varmints don't like the smell of these dryer sheets. No, they don't. So I put dryer sheets in the front, on the floor. Got a couple in the back, you know. Go ahead and pop this hood up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to start the cars up. And the reason why, we don't want to get any moisture in the exhaust from when we start the car up and the car starts running. So hang on, let me get this hood popped open and I'll bring you right back. I already undid the battery cover. I take these little thingamajiggers out of there that hold the battery cover down. I take them out of there so I can lift the battery cover up, so I can go ahead and put the cables under there. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to set these on the floor so that way I know where they're at when I come back. So let me get this in here, set these on the floor, and then we're in the cup holder anyhow. And I'll get the battery tender out and we'll start hooking it up. All right, so here's the battery tender. All right, so they call it a battery charger maintainer. Yeah, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hook these up underneath the battery there. I didn't bring anything to hold the camera with me, so I'm kind of doing this one-handed, so bear with me. So we'll bring this up here. Like I said, I'm not starting the car up due to condensation and stuff like that, and it's really damp. So we'll get this right here. Yeah, buddy. And pull this back. And slide that under there. And then we will put that right there. And then we'll get this. And we will put that right there. So that way we will have them. They're hooked up there. I'll go ahead and set this around right there and just let it lay there because I'm not going to shut the hood. I'm going to leave the hood up. And I'm going to put my prop up. So that way when I put the prop up, the weight of the hood's not going to be on the struts all winter. You know what I'm saying? So that'll hold the hood up and there won't be no weight on the struts. That way I ain't got to worry about them sliding back down or anything, you know. So let me bring you back. So is what I end up doing. I end up just going ahead and unhooking these, setting these in the side right there. Like I said, we'll put it on the prop. So that way it's not sitting on those struts all winter long. And I ain't got to worry about the hood coming down on the battery. So we got the hood prop up, got everything. Got the battery tender hooked up here. Now I'm going to go and get me an extension cord and I'll bring it around here and we'll start this thing up. Be right back. So we got the battery hooked up. I have the tender running. And right now it's showing me that it's the snowflakes for the winter time. So she's properly, so what she's going to do, she's going to maintain the battery for me. But I'll come back here in a couple days and check it out, make sure everything's good. I'm sure everything's fine, but I'll still come back and check it out. Yes, I will. Not a good place to keep a screwdriver. So, I've got everything hooked up here, and I'm pretty happy. I just don't like the way this car's, you know, but it'll be all right. I'll just go ahead and I'll set that over here in case some varmint decides that he wants to crawl underneath into the air filter, which I've never had any problems with rats in here, so I think we're good. But I just like to make sure. And like I says, we put the dryer sheets on there because they don't like it. We do the same thing to the wife's car. She hasn't stored her car yet, but I'm sure we'll make a video on it also. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Make sure the trunk's closed here. All right. So let's get over here to the 70 and unhook the battery. That is what I'm going to do. Like I says, I'm not going to start them up because I just don't want to get no condensation or nothing down into the exhaust, because that condensation will definitely rust them in a minute. So let me get the hood open on this and I'll bring you right back. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and unhook the negative and the positive cable on this, so that way we can, the battery, just leave it alone because it'll be fine, because it ain't going to freeze inside the garage here or nothing like that. But man, I tell you what, these had everything just fogged right up, man, when I opened that door. Maybe that was a bad idea. But it'll be all right. I'm going to bring some charcoal back later. I opened up the bags. I buy the small bags. I cut them across the belly like you're going to gut them. Slide them under the cars. And it usually picks up all the condensation. And next summer, next spring, whenever I bring the cars out, the charcoal will come out. It'll be like a brick. So let me go ahead and get this battery in done, and I'll bring you right back. Then, so we got the battery in hooked. We're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set the hood down on this. And like I says, I will bring charcoal back later on, and it'll suck up all that good moisture. Yeah, buddy. You know, so like I says, I really do want to start the cars up, you know, and just to hear them. But like I says, I don't want to get all that moisture in the exhaust and down in the mufflers, because that moisture will just sit in there, because that's the way it's going to be. So anyhow, we got the battery tender working, and I'll come back in a couple days and check on it, make sure everything's okay. Do my weekly checkup. So let me turn this around. Basically want to show you what I do to store my cars. You know, like I said, I haven't bought the charcoal yet, but I will bring that over. I'm sure you guys don't need to see that. But anyhow, say goodnight to the Mach 1s. Yeah, buddy. So that way next summer we can enjoy cruising them again. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to we pull them out in March, April. Depends on when the weather is good, you know what I'm saying? And get a couple good rains, you know, and wash off that road with the salt off the road and everything like that. So guys, I'm going to tell you something. You guys are awesome. And if anybody tells you any different, you tell them to come see me and I'll tell them you're awesome. You guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching my videos.